Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay, back on the video. And in this video, we'll be taking a look at the Batcycle from the Flash movie wave. I'll be talking about the vehicle itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. In front of the box looks like this side, which you can't really see. Well, there you go. The back, the other side, top, and the bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the vehicle outside the box. As always, we do come with the card. This is what the front of the card looks like. The back of the card. And it comes with no accessories, so what you see is what you get. So let's take a look at the Batcycle, and let's start off with the articulation. So articulation, one, the front wheels move, including the wheel itself. And I say this because the back wheel is only the tire that moves. See that? Only the tire that moves, but at the front one, everything moves, including the wheels. And the handles do swivel just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but there's that. So, and apart from that, that's pretty much it. There's no kickstand or anything to kind of have it in place, which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is, though. But from what I can tell, there's nothing really else that actually rotates or articulates. So that's that. Now let's take a look at the actual Batcycle itself. One, right away, look at these big old tires in the front. The tires are very clean, plain looking. I wish there was kind of like a tread on it. That would be really, really cool, but it is what it is, though. The wheels are plain, not much to it. Then you got here the big guns on here, which I like the texture, I like how it's black. I wish I had like some kind of scuff marks on it. I would think it would look much better. But then you look at this portion right here, like a really armored piece. Looks really good. The detail on it is clean looking. The paint is, I actually really like the paint. I actually like the paint of it here, which looks like it's like a grayish with greenish hint of green a little bit. This portion right here. And I like about it is it has like some scuff marks on it. You can see that perfectly right here. And I actually like that. It gives it the battle damage. But it doesn't make any sense because this has like the battle damage paint, but yet the wheels are perfectly fine. It's a bit of a nitpick, but it's all good though nonetheless. Then inside here you can see the jet airplane, not jet airplane, but the jet plane, the jet engine. Wow. And a little more detail here in the back as well too. Then here you have the feet on here. And again, more of the scuff marks. The paint job is really good, like I said. I do like the paint job, the scuff marks. But again, it just, this portion right here, it's like, why is this? It's like it's scuff marks, but yet here it's kind of plain. And then same thing on the back as well too. This is where you put the feet. And again, scuff marks on here, right? Like it's been used. And then the back, it's all clean and black. So it's a bit of a nitpick, but it's all good though nonetheless. And in the back, you have the big old tire. And similar to the front, just very clean, plain looking. And like I said, I wish it had some kind of tread on there. That would have looked really, really nice. Now let's take a look at the back, actual back of it. You got more of that green, gray paint on there. There's no scuff mark, but you got more sculpture design there as well. In the back. And then on the other side, they're pretty much, they didn't go to the other side. So in terms of the sculpture design, they're pretty much the same thing. Not much really of a difference one side to the other. Which is okay though, because I think the sculpture, it's good. It looks very clean looking, not much to it. But my big gripe to this Batcycle is going to be the paint. Like I said, this has like battle damage, scuff marks, but yet this is perfectly fine. The wheels are perfectly fine. Even the bottom, I wish it had like a scuff mark. That would have look really, really cool. Make it pop more, but it's all good though nonetheless. Now the top view of it, there you go. You can see the handles on here. You can kind of see through it as well too. You get a little bit of sculpture design there. Right, you got more of that green and gray paint, scuff marks on it. Then you got like the leather look of the actual seat. Then you got more detail on there on the Batcycle. So overall, it's a good, clean looking Batcycle, man. I really, really like it. It's big and massive, especially the front tire. The front tire is huge. Look at that. And there's two different tires because that's how it is in the movie. And I thought it actually rotated, but it actually doesn't. It's a bit of a loose right there. So that's that. But overall, it is a cool, clean looking Batcycle. And I can really see a lot of people customizing it. Because this is, again, a great, great big pieces where people can really paint it. For instance, here, I can already see people customizing and painting it right here. And since it's like a large piece, I can see really people be very creative and paint it really well. Same thing in here in the back. as well too. So overall, it's a good looking Batcycle, and I really like it. So of course, the main question is it worth it? Should he go out and get this Batcycle? I would say for the Batcycle itself, I like it, and I give it a thumbs up. Again, in terms of the sculpture design, it's good. I really like it. The paint job is good. I do like the whole battle damage. I'm always a sucker for that. It's just like the black parts of the Batcycle, it doesn't have that paint, so it's like, why is the green parts and gray parts have that battle damage, but yet everything else is just smooth? Again, not a big deal. Something that I noticed. But apart from that, though, the articulation is very limited, but it's all good though nonetheless. Though, but for the price though of you paying for $30, I think the $30 is like a fair price. It's not really one of those Batcycles you want to go out and get right away. I say this because I've seen like 4 of them at my local Target, and it's still there. And I seen like about a month ago, so they're not really selling very well, these particular Batcycles. So if you were to ask me, Mondo, what would be a good price to pay for it? Personally, for $20, I think $20 would have been a really good deal. Again, $30 is a fair price. $25 even better. But I think the $20, I can really see these going, selling out pretty, not quickly, but pretty good for $20 though. But regardless though of the price, like I said, I gave it a thumbs up. I like the paint job and the sculpture design and the size of it as well. Here we have the Batcycle from the Flash movie, and we have I believe the Batcycle, the motorcycle from the Batman movie wave. This is a Catwoman motorcycle. Yeah, that's a Catwoman motorcycle. And just showing you the difference in terms of the size comparison. This one is a lot smaller, as you can tell, but the sculpture design paint job on this one, though, even though smaller, there's way more detail on this one. You get the articulation on the wheels. It does come with a stand, which I'm surprised this one doesn't come with it, but it is what it is, though. But the detail on the engine is just fantastic. Let's look at that. Looks amazing. And of course, it does rotate in terms of the actual wheel. This one doesn't, just the actual handles, but it's all good, though. But again, just showing you how the motorcycle from the Batman movie looks to the Batcycle from the Flash movie. Here we have another, I believe it's called the Batcycle, if I remember correctly. And of course, the Batcycle from the Flash movie wave. Wow, this one just top notch. I'm sorry, as much as I like this one, I like it, don't get me wrong, but this one just blows this one out the door. Just look at all of that detail. Look at all of that detail, even also to the skull, the what do you call it, the bat bones on there. Then you got the seat, you got the cool looking tire, the tread, and the other side has the exhaust. Again, this is a fantastic Batcycle. I think that's what it's called. But regardless, though, it is a cool looking vehicle. And of course, this one is going to be far better than this one. Man, again, just the more I look at it, the more I just appreciate it even more. But regardless, though, just wanted to show you the comparisons in terms of this version of Batcycle next to the Flash Batcycle. Here we have I believe it's the Batcycle from the Batman White Knight comic book storyline wave. And of course, the Batcycle from the Flash movie wave. Just showing you how these two look side by side. This one does have the really thick, big tires. But the cool thing about this one is that you can actually extend it. So I'll show you how you can extend it. Really simple. Just pull out the tire. If I can get it, there you go. Just like so. And clip it on there, and there you go. So you can have a short version or a longer version of this particular vehicle. But if you were to ask me which do I choose or prefer, I'm going to go for this one. The articulation is cool. There is not really much in terms of the handles articulation, but it does have, like I said, the point where you can actually adjust it. So you can have a short motorcycle, or you can have a really cool long motorcycle. So again, we have the Batcycle from the Batman White Knight storyline, and we have the Batcycle from the Flash movie wave. Here we have the Batraptor from I think it's called the Dark Knight's Metal storyline, or the Batman White Knight. I can't remember right now. But regardless, though, you got the tricycle, I guess you can say, because it has 3 wheels, or tires, I should say. Cool looking one. But the cool thing about this one, though, is you can actually extend it, similar to the Batman White Knight. So here we have it all closed up, right? You can actually extend that portion, kind of get the extra look. And you can also extend this as well too, so you have a bigger gap. It skews the dust because I do actually have it displayed, but just showing you how you can have it short, longer, or you can do long tires or short tires. So for those of you wondering why I talk about the articulation, is because certain vehicles do have articulation, such as this one. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this vehicle? Do you plan to purchase this vehicle? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button and support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. Then includes an overview of the Batcycle from the Flash movie wave, and on to the next one.